Love and light. This is CYNETHA Jade. Most call me Love. Love and light to you. If this message has reached you, chances are you were guided here by your higher self and or spiritual guidance team. I appreciate each and every one of you who will be a dear and click that like button. And if you enjoy the vibe, I dare you, go on ahead and subscribe and get ready for good vibes. I am not a doctor, nor am I offering any legal or medical advice. Please note all readings are timeless and for entertainment purposes only. Also, please note the description box below each and every video on the channel. Therein you'll find the ways with which to connect with your girl, as well as any payment information for those looking to tip, donate, book a personal reading, or more. If you're still here, you're supposed to be. So let's get on with your sessions, shall we?
Hit that like button and subscribe for more.
Hold up, collective, okay? This is not for everybody and their mama, okay, type of reading. Whoever this is, you're going to know exactly who this is once I say enough. And if you don't know, now you know. No, let me stop. But if you don't know, this ain't your reading, okay? Just to be clear. So there's that. How is this person going to send through the channel Nelly featuring Kelly Rowland dilemma? Talking about I love you and I need you. Thinking about you all the time, collective member, even when with their boo. Excuse me, record scratch inserted here, right? Like, for real? Like, seriously? Like, are you just gonna we gotta get to the bottom of this, all right? Now, this person ain't no fool, all right, to the 11th degree at least. Maybe not necessarily having a completely clean slate. I just saw 0101 on the timer as I'm receiving the download about the clean slate. You could be seeing 0101 or 1010, quite frankly, in connection to this, in synchronicity to this connection, maybe more aptly stated, right? This person really is of a mindset that they made a mistake, that they chose someone who they were not to choose, that they chose someone who they would not yet again choose over you, perhaps, all right? You're coming out as their 10 of cups, wish fulfillment, baby and all right? Whether this is spirit baby, because y'all supposed to be together and have this child, my goodness, fix it. And or whether you got kids already, man, I hope that's not the case, right? Fix it, okay? So somebody here needs to come up out of whatever ego killing type of energy. This is giving masculine with a feminine karmic. Really learning some lessons, all right? I mean, yeah, they're gems too, to behold, I'm sure, right? But it's giving there's a lot of physical pain. I don't know if this person is actually, males get abused too, physically, to be clear, okay? I just saw 222 on the timer. If that's you, sir, or anyone, I'm seriously not making light of this. This too shall pass, but you got your part to play. Don't stick around and be a doormat or punching bag. My goodness. You're here for more than that. If you are feeling and or fearing like you quote-unquote deserve this type of experience or treatment, please change your mind about that so you change your environment about that. Okay? It's really that simple. And I know it's so easy to go through a laundry list of reasonings why, and that you feel they are valid, and maybe they are, right? So what are you going to do? Put a period on that and then just continue to wait out, not living until your last days? I don't think that's as fruitful as what the divine has planned for you here. All right, so if that's you, get up. I'm hearing get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights, right? Like, maybe there's some significance to, like Bob Marley and or the Rastafarian vibe, okay? Maybe somebody is of that excuse me, and or even connecting spiritual beliefs are coming through there of the Rastafarian nature as well. Doesn't have to be the case. It's a general collective, right? Talking about a few of somebody's here. But I don't know. Something's not sitting right. I gotta get to the nitty gritty. It's like, okay, we know what they want, and like, why are we gonna get a message from them? Are we gonna get a message from, like, what is going on? Like, is this, something that we care about right now, or is it just something to know about? Ooh, Six of Cups. So this would be soulmate vibes. Okay. And I do see emotion on both sides of the fence here. You are facing each other, and you both have cups, and there is water play activity. So even in spite of the separation, y'all both still getting down in the astral, huh? Golly, I guess there's always a workaround or a loophole when you need it. As the card speaks of pleasure on that Six of Cups, interestingly enough, pulled from the Sun and Moon Tarot, for those wondering. Ooh, next card out. Definitely the opposite of pleasure. Talk about failure with the Seven of Pentacles. All right, so this person's expectation in current energies is that you really don't want to F with them at all. This is their belief. See how restrictive that could be, right? Irregardless of the truth, they're believing this and telling themselves this is the story, that they should most likely put a period there on the end of that sentence of the story and live out until their final days. Gosh, okay. Now, to do that, collective, or dare I say cross-watcher, would be the epitome of the Seven of Pentacles failure vibes, okay? Don't fall prey to the illusion. Interestingly enough, I'm now noticing that this pleasure-filled Six of Cups card, all right, not trying to be judgy here, collective, but it looks all like iffy, maybe unsafe, maybe sad. It's actually a fairly overall dark type of card depiction. And the failure, interestingly enough, is all bright and sunny. It's giving beach vibes and, still waters, and it's seeming confident and safe. What a contrast here. So that tells me that this is probably somebody that you would most often swear up and down doesn't give a rat's arse about what happened between you two. And yet there is emotion on both sides here. As I look at the Three of Swords that's currently on the bottom of the deck and cutting the deck, looking at the Hierophant and King of Swords. There's growth, there's maturity, there's Daddy God assisting the connection, assisting this person to get their crown a lot straighter, okay? This person coming back has utilized a lot of strength. This person could have been in separation from you for 9 months, okay, or more, confirmation, all right, for someone. And really, the long and the short of it is this person had to balance ish out, okay? They maybe even have some mental health diagnosis and or issue, all right? Not to word curse anyone, but there could be some blockage referable to the mental space that, unlike you, they're still kind of climbing over that kind of hurdle. Maybe it's even just simply and solely connecting back to belief systems, right? But the power of belief is enough to trump aspects of truth in just about any situation, and that's why it's really important to know what you got going on, who you are versus who you are not, okay? It's very important to know aspects of the spiritual law and principles that you are very much operating out of anyways, in spite of your ignorance, perhaps, right? But it's more of a power-filled and enlightened path, of course, if you should garner the wherewithal to understand more of what all you may understand and are capable of understanding about what's going on here. What's going on here in general and generic sense of that verbiage or phrasing of words, right? But also what's going on referable to, the energies, the spiritual and, dare I say, soul connection between you and this person. I've already made mention of Sun God Ra, I believe. Forgive me if I have not. This is not my first reading in real time of the day, to be clear. But I'm definitely looking at the Eye of Horus, okay? And this is too also giving, ancient Egyptian type of vibes, okay? So these could be deities that are working for you and or perhaps you intend to work with, okay? And in support of this connection, of course, all right, assisting this person separate and apart from you. And so this person wants to come back, okay, but they're hesitant because as far as the history of things, it's not been pretty. They have shat upon you, perhaps multiple times. 858 on the timer. 8s and 5s could be numbers of significance, okay? Perhaps you see those when together. Again, this does give off heavy spiritual vibes, and as I say that, I pull the Four of Wands card, which is often likened to that of high-level hierarchy, soulmate energy, and some might go out on a further limb and title the energy likened to that of twin flame, okay? So you could know this, but what you may not know is that this person in current energies, you're giving the one, like the one, there's no competition. You may have less money, you may have less, like if this person is, someone of high profile, you may not be the most Stepford wife candidate, or gosh, what were they called? The Sunshine Girls, I think it was called, in the Game series on CW Network. So these shows could be of some significance, doesn't have to be. But really, if this person is kind of giving, this person could have like connections, could be in industry, doesn't have to be the case. But you maybe don't carry that cookie cutter aesthetic, right? Maybe, your BBL is missing a couple of the B's. Let me stop. But anyways, and this person, irregardless of that, and these may be reasonings not to hurt anybody's feelings, why, or part of the reasoning behind why they feared others judging them if they should be found connected and or claiming you, right? So, ego, again, still learning lessons and ish, makes sense. And you're a pretty apt teacher coming out in the Queen of Swords, all right? So this person does look to you as being mature, all right, as being wise, maybe even wiser than they, but they do fear once that switch is kind of flipped about, you trying to express your boundaries and or express your lack of disappointment even, okay, in, again, the history of the matter between you and this person. And they are fearing, okay, just keeping it real, you guys, all right, the love is there, all right, the admiration is there, but so too is this pesky fear energy, right? And again, the hesitancy, and again, the reasoning behind the, quote, divine timing, end quote. But the Wheel of Fortune pops out, indicating cycle of close is near. Close of cycle is near. All right, and this person, if you want to talk about, if you really want to waste your time, okay, and really try to figure out, just even on your side of the fence here, honey bun, well, I wonder which out of the queens of the tarot would this person find me, categorize me as, right? And I need you to know it's none of them. It's none of the kings either, in case you wondered, but it is the Empress, okay? It's above that of any queenie's court, all right? So, now that you know that, okay, I need you to simultaneously understand that you don't need to know that, right? Like, for instance, gone are the days where you desire and or look for, let alone expect, any validation from anyone or anything outside of you. Firstly, if at all. Okay, quite frankly, it shouldn't really be at all. You don't need it, all right? Now, confirmation, all right? This is why we talk about most of what we talk about through these sessions, through these readings, okay? Because it's wonderful to have confirmation, all right? Keeps you going, keeps you feeling connected, keeps you feeling in alignment, because you are, all right? So take the pressure off, right? And I get it. In moon cycles past, you could have been... of a rosier perspective, all right? Well, here's the sitch, honey. Just because you were more vulnerable and perhaps more naive, perhaps more impulsive in the past, doesn't have to mean that the cycle can't be closed and you can both turn over a new leaf here, unless you're kind of keeping that paradigm in the energies, and then that's kind of given you're doing that, please don't be the one, stop it. Okay, so there's that, Empress. All right, so also sidecar, all right, but just as important here, food for thought, if you want to call it that, but seriously, take heed. Stop comparing yourself, okay? I don't care if this person even had a history of asking you to do that. This is not the same timeline, all right? Going back to this freaking Loki television series reference, right? From one timeline to the next ain't the same vibe, is it? So don't allow it to be. All right. And even if that's you having to face your own energy in the matter, don't allow it to be. Turn over a new leaf. Okay. If this is something that you desire, all right, this person will be most assuredly being guided back to you to give you a right and proper offer and experience. Okay. If this is something that you decided for whatever reason, that this is not what you want to experience, then you most assuredly have every right and free will to be able to properly and in balance, okay, indicate that to spirit, to universal energies that are backing you and this connection, even in current energies, all right? But you do very much have free will. Some people call them bad or wrong choices when they utilize free will. Really, I feel like that's just at its root a form of fear for, you know, perhaps missing out on the ultimate high vibes timeline, on the highest vibrational frequency outcome. All right. And you know what? It is what you make of it. Maybe it is that if you should fall and, you know, decide that you weren't going to get up. Right? 1515 again. That number keeps coming through. So, you know, balance is key here in perception of self as well as others, okay? Please be compassionate towards yourselves as well as others, all right? Now, please, this is also just the same, not a call to not have your boundaries about yourselves, okay? Just because you are agreeing to turn over a new leaf, if you should find any residual energy, any kind of, wait a minute now, this freaking red flag tried to come back around and wave in my face, do not dismiss it. Nip it in the bud, okay? Even if it's on your side of the fence here, all right? Because that's what's going to keep things a lot more healthier, a lot more livelier, and a much more pleasant experience than shoving ish under the rug, ignoring it, and biting tongues, okay? My goodness, you could think of something better to do than that. I'm so serious, all right? So let's get a message from this person and get you out of here, all right? Okay. So you could be collective under the mindset that destiny is just taking you down two different paths. Some of you could be the one actually here saying, I need time. But this could also be part and parcel of the history with this person. All right, you're being guided, if this is really triggering for you to hear and or ruminate, to spend time alone right now, right? Don't get too spicy or too impulsive too fast here, okay? Also, you're being guided not to worry, okay? Worry is a down payment for something you don't want anyways. You could be a light worker here, collective, and not just simply in solely a starseed, and this person could have underestimated you and your abilities in that. This person's saying, for those that resonate with that, I wish I could take it back, okay? Some of you, they did get some karma, rough about their finances. This is giving your soulmate, okay? It's coming out in the cards. This person wants you to know, I think the world of you, right? 1717 reducing to 88. This person could be at a bit of a distance from you. They definitely are reminiscing, and they want you to know you're the person of their dreams, okay? Now, I don't know how helpful that is. This is a general collective. If you'd like more specificity regarding what you and the person on your mind truthfully have going on here, I would advise you not to be gimmicky and all, right? But definitely to be protective of you, to book a personal reading, okay, even if it's just a one question about something, so you can get your confirmation, all right, that this is in fact your message. But either way and irregardless, please and thank you, utilize your own intuition. It trumps any tarot reading and any tarot, my goodness, and any tarot reader, okay? I gotta go to bed. Can y'all tell? All right. So speaking of balance, your girl is gonna go rest it out. You do the same in that hermit energy. All right. And 1818 was just on the timer, you guys. Whatever clarity you need comes on the other side of you asking. Okay. Ask yourself, ask your spiritual guidance team, ask God, Goddess, ask the universe. Okay. But right now you are to be utilizing your intuitive gifts to kind of gain aspects of clarity about this person, this path. And if that's not enough, okay, I'm not saying it shouldn't be, but please book a reading. I got you on the clarity tip, all right? But with this general collective message, there's too many rabbit holes to kind of go down in a free-for-all message like this, and I would prefer to be much more succinct in delivery of certain specific aspects of some of these next steps that we could definitely delve into, as well as aspects of the psyche of the person on your mind. Just saying, okay? So I leave you with that food for thought. I'm really rooting for you, collective. Remember, don't dismiss any red flags, and damn sure don't settle for crumbs. Love and light.